Life often feels like a storm, unpredictable, overwhelming, and exhausting. Amidst the chaos of modern society, constant notifications, competing demands, and external pressures, finding inner peace can seem impossible. Jay Shetty's Think Like a Monk offers a roadmap to navigate this chaos, drawing on ancient monastic wisdom and translating it into practical tools for contemporary life. Shetty reminds us that external circumstances rarely dictate happiness. Rather, it is the state of our inner mind that shapes our experience. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus observed, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Shetty's work is a powerful testament to this, demonstrating that adopting a monk-like mindset can transform anxiety, distraction, and stress into clarity, purpose, and resilience. If you love powerful, insightful, and life-changing books, then you found the right channel. Every week, we break down the ideas that transform mindsets, elevate success, and shift lives. So don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because you'll want to catch every book we review. Let's continue. The first lesson Shetty explores is identity and detachment from ego, showing that much of human suffering stems from attachment to status, comparison, and external validation. Globally, leaders who operate from purpose rather than ego, like Malala Yousafzai advocating for girls' education, demonstrate the transformative power of alignment with values instead of image. In the US, entrepreneurs like Warren Buffett prioritize principle and purpose over superficial acclaim, consistently making decisions aligned with long-term vision. On a personal level, recognizing that self-worth is independent of others' opinions allows one to act with authenticity, integrity, and courage. Philosophically, Shetty echoes the wisdom of Lao Tzu: "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." The embedded lesson is clear. True freedom and peace begin with detachment from ego and external validation. Building on this, Shetty emphasizes the power of intention and conscious choice. Every action, thought, and word is a reflection of the priorities we hold. Globally, movements like the UN Sustainable Development Goals illustrate the immense impact of deliberate, value-aligned action over time. In the corporate realm, leaders like Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, transformed organizational culture by intentionally embedding empathy, learning, and collaboration into corporate practice. On an individual level, consciously choosing how to respond to stress, conflict, or opportunity determines outcomes far more than circumstances themselves. Philosophically, this aligns with the Bhagavad Gita's teaching. You have the right to work, but never to the fruit of work. The lesson flows naturally. Living intentionally rather than reactively transforms energy into meaningful results. Shetty transitions to the importance of routine and discipline as a foundation for inner peace. Monks follow structured practices that cultivate focus, resilience, and clarity. Similarly, adopting routines in meditation, reflection, or journaling in daily life fosters stability amid chaos. Globally, Olympic athletes exemplify the compounding power of disciplined routines. Serena Williams' training regimen or Eliud Kipchoge's marathon preparation illustrate that mastery emerges from consistent, deliberate practice. In the US, leaders like Tim Ferriss advocate morning routines that optimize mental clarity, focus, and performance. The embedded lesson is actionable. Structure daily habits to align mind, body, and energy, creating a foundation for sustained growth and calm. Central to Shetty's philosophy is managing thoughts and cultivating mindfulness. Modern life bombards individuals with distractions, noise, and competing narratives which fragment attention and breed stress. Shetty demonstrates that mindfulness, the practice of observing thoughts without judgment, creates space for clarity, creativity, and peace. Globally, practices like Zen meditation in Japan, Vipassana retreats in India, and corporate mindfulness programs in the US highlight the universal benefits of cultivating mental presence. Philosophically, this echoes the words of Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. The lesson is clear. Mastering the mind allows mastery over life itself. Shetty also explores the practice of gratitude and service, showing that cultivating appreciation and helping others elevates energy and purpose. Globally, philanthropic leaders like Muhammad Yunus demonstrate that dedicating oneself to the welfare of others amplifies personal fulfillment and societal impact. In the U.S., initiatives such as local mentorship programs, volunteer networks, and charitable foundations exemplify the compounding effect of service. Personally, small acts of kindness, daily reflection on blessings, or community engagement generate a positive feedback loop, enhancing mental health, relationships, and resilience. Philosophically, this aligns with the wisdom of Confucius. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. The embedded lesson is clear. Gratitude and service transform both internal energy and external influence. Another critical lesson revolves around letting go of negativity and toxic influences. Shetty highlights that holding grudges, dwelling on resentment, or engaging with toxic relationships drains energy and clouds judgment. Globally, reconciliation movements, such as post-apartheid South Africa, illustrate how releasing past animosity fosters societal healing and growth. On a personal level, consciously disengaging from toxic interactions, setting boundaries, and practicing forgiveness preserves mental and emotional resources. Philosophically, Buddha reminds us, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The lesson flows naturally. Freedom and peace emerge from releasing what no longer serves you.
Shetty then introduces the power of purpose and contribution, emphasizing that aligning life with meaningful goals creates resilience, joy, and fulfillment. Globally, figures like Jacinda Ardern exemplify the impact of purpose-driven leadership. Her compassionate and decisive response during crises reinforced social cohesion and global respect. In America, individuals like Jane Goodall or Elon Musk demonstrate how purpose fuels creativity, innovation, and influence. Philosophically, Viktor Frankl's insight resonates. Ever more people today have the means to live, but no meaning to live for. King's teaching flows here. Purpose transforms ordinary existence into a life of impact and deep satisfaction. Finally, Part 1 concludes with the cultivation of patience and perspective. Life is rarely linear, and challenges are inevitable. Shetty illustrates that viewing setbacks as temporary and life as a learning process cultivates resilience and reduces anxiety. Globally, innovators and leaders like Malala Yousafzai or Satya Nadella demonstrate that sustained patience and long-term perspective lead to extraordinary outcomes. On a personal level, adopting this mindset reduces stress, fosters learning, and maintains energy for meaningful pursuits. Philosophically, this aligns with the Stoic principle: no man is free who is not master of himself. The embedded lesson is clear. Patience and perspective are essential for navigating the complexities of life with peace and purpose. Building on the foundation of identity, intentionality, mindfulness, and purpose, Shetty delves deeper into the art of emotional mastery and inner alignment. He emphasizes that the mind often battles conflicting desires, fears, and impulses, and that true peace comes not from suppressing emotions, but from understanding, accepting, and directing them consciously. Globally, leaders like Jacinda Ardern demonstrate emotional mastery in governance. During crises, she balances empathy with decisive action, maintaining public trust and calm. In the corporate world, leaders such as Satya Nadella exemplify emotional intelligence, fostering collaboration, innovation, and resilience in teams. On the personal level, developing emotional awareness, Identifying triggers, recognizing patterns, and practicing constructive responses enhances relationships, decision-making, and personal energy. Philosophically, Shetty echoes the Stoic insight of Epictetus. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the principles and notions which they form concerning things. The embedded lesson is clear. Emotional mastery transforms inner turbulence into clarity and purpose. Shetty extends this by exploring the principle of detachment from outcomes, teaching that attachment to success, failure, or recognition breeds anxiety and distracts from present focus. Globally, innovators such as Elon Musk or Malala Yousafzai illustrate detachment in action. Their energy is focused on purpose-driven effort rather than comparing themselves to others' achievements. On the U.S., athletes like Serena Williams consistently channel energy toward performance and growth rather than comparing themselves to others' achievements. On a personal level, detachment allows individuals to commit fully to action without fear of judgment, failure, or external opinion, fostering resilience and creative problem-solving. Philosophically, the Bhagavad Gita encapsulates this principle. You have a right to perform your duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. The lesson is actionable. Focus on intentional effort, not the uncontrollable outcomes. Another critical lesson is simplifying life by minimizing mental clutter and external distractions. Shetty observes that excessive consumption, be it media, possessions, or social obligations, fragments attention and drains energy. Globally, mindfulness movements and minimalism trends, from Japanese Marie Kondo organization principles to Scandinavian lifestyle concepts like lagom, highlight the benefits of simplicity for mental clarity and well-being. In the U.S., professionals adopting digital detoxes, meditation, and decluttered workspaces report higher productivity and emotional stability. The embedded lesson is evident. Simplifying life and curating inputs frees cognitive and emotional energy for what truly matters. Shetty emphasizes the cultivation of deep focus and presence, noting that monks dedicate hours to single tasks, meditation, and contemplation. In today's hyper-connected society, such focus is rare, yet critical for mastery and fulfillment. Globally, scholars, musicians, and athletes like Yo-Yo Ma, or Olympic competitors, achieve extraordinary outcomes through deliberate, undistracted practice. In America, thought leaders such as Tim Ferriss highlight deep work as essential for creativity and achievement. On a personal level, practicing sustained focus through meditation, time blocking, or intentional work amplifies productivity, clarity, and fulfillment. Philosophically, Lao Tzu observed, "To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders." The lesson flows naturally. Presence and deep focus magnify energy and effectiveness. King also explores the transformative power of gratitude and reflection as daily habits, extending beyond simple acknowledgement to intentional processing of lessons, successes, and challenges. Globally, cultural traditions in India, Japan, and Scandinavian countries integrate gratitude practices to promote societal well-being and personal resilience. In the U.S., reflective practices like journaling or mindfulness-based cognitive therapy enhance mental health, creativity, and interpersonal skills. Shetty's embedded insight emphasizes that consistent reflection strengthens self-awareness, clarifies purpose, and transforms daily experiences into learning opportunities. Philosophically, Epictetus reminds us, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for the things which he has." The lesson is actionable. Daily reflection and gratitude cultivate sustained positivity, clarity, and growth.
Shetty then delves into the power of service and contribution, highlighting that energy directed toward helping others magnifies personal fulfillment and creates meaningful impact. Globally, movements led by Malala Yousafzai, Muhammad Yunus, and other visionaries demonstrate that contributing to society reinforces purpose and builds momentum for social change. In America, mentorship, volunteering, and advocacy exemplify how service strengthens personal resilience and community well-being. Personally, small acts of kindness, teaching, or providing support to others build a feedback loop of positivity and energy. Philosophically, Lao Tzu captured this truth: kindness in giving creates love. The embedded lesson is clear: energy invested in uplifting others returns exponentially to the self. Another pivotal lesson is handling fear and uncertainty with courage and perspective. Shetty teaches that fear is natural, but letting it dictate action leads to stagnation. Globally, entrepreneurs and innovators like Elon Musk demonstrate that confronting fear, whether in launching SpaceX or Tesla, creates extraordinary breakthroughs. In the U.S., public figures like Malala Yousafzai showcase how courage amidst risk transforms personal hardship into global influence. On a personal scale, confronting fears, emotional, social, or professional, fosters growth, resilience, and confidence. Philosophically, Franklin D. Roosevelt's famous insight resonates: the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. The lesson is evident: fear can be a compass for growth if faced with awareness and courage. Finally, Jay Shetty emphasizes the integration of monk principles into modern life, balancing self-care, purpose-driven action, focus, mindfulness, service, and emotional mastery. Globally, leaders, innovators, and changemakers embody these principles, showing that internal alignment precedes sustainable external impact. In America, successful entrepreneurs, activists, and creators demonstrate that combining purpose, focus, and mindfulness amplifies productivity and influence. On a personal level, integrating these principles transforms everyday life, relationships, and long-term trajectory. Philosophically, Shetty's approach echoes the Stoic and Eastern wisdom traditions. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control and some things are not. The embedded lesson flows naturally. Inner alignment is the foundation for sustained peace, influence, and fulfillment. Having laid the foundation of identity, intentionality, mindfulness, emotional mastery, and service, Shetty now moves into practical strategies for sustaining monk-like discipline in the modern world. He emphasizes that living like a monk is not about isolation, but adapting timeless wisdom to contemporary life, balancing inner peace with external engagement. Globally, successful leaders, innovators, and social reformers illustrate this balance. Jacinda Ardern in political leadership, Satya Nadella in corporate culture, and Malala Yousafzai in activism all demonstrate calm, purpose-driven engagement while navigating complex, high-stakes environments. In the U.S., figures like Oprah Winfrey, with her disciplined daily routines, meditation, and philanthropic efforts, showcase the power of integrating inner alignment with public influence. Philosophically, Shetty draws on Marcus Aurelius: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." The embedded lesson is evident: discipline and alignment empower influence and resilience in the face of modern challenges. A central lesson in this section is mastering relationships through empathy, presence, and intentional connection. Shetty observes that many conflicts, stress, and dissatisfaction stem from core relational dynamics. Globally, diplomacy, cross-cultural collaboration, and community building exemplify the transformative effect of empathy-driven interaction. In the U.S., workplace cultures that prioritize emotional intelligence, active listening, and collaboration experience higher productivity, retention, and innovation. On a personal level, consciously practicing empathy, listening without judgment, and aligning interactions with values strengthens bonds and reduces unnecessary stress. Philosophically, the wisdom of the Dalai Lama resonates. When you talk, you're only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. The lesson flows naturally. Relationships flourish when guided by understanding, presence, and mindful engagement. Shetty addresses handling digital distractions and the constant influx of information, a defining challenge of the 21st century. Monks historically limit stimuli to focus the mind. Similarly, modern individuals must curate digital engagement to preserve energy and focus. Globally, digital detox movements, mindfulness apps, and intentional media consumption reflect this need. In the US, leaders and creators employ strategies like time blocking, social media limits, and meditation to maintain clarity and productivity. Personally, creating structured boundaries around technology, turning off notifications, scheduling focused work periods, and consuming uplifting content prevents cognitive overload. Philosophically, Lao Tzu observed, "To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders." The embedded lesson is actionable. Protecting your mental space ensures sustained clarity, energy, and purpose. Shetty highlights the cultivation of joy and contentment through acceptance and presence. While ambition and goal-setting drive growth, relentless striving without mindfulness breeds dissatisfaction. Globally, cultures that celebrate balance, ritual, and community, such as Scandinavian Huja practices or Indian mindfulness traditions, demonstrate how contentment is intertwined with daily life, not just achievement. In America, intentional living movements, wellness retreats, and mindfulness-based stress reduction programs reflect a similar ethos. On a personal level, embracing small joys, expressing gratitude, and savoring moments amplifies mental and emotional energy. Philosophically, Epicurus' teaching resonates. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. The lesson is clear. Contentment and joy emerge from awareness, presence, and acceptance.
Another key principle Shetty examines is resilience in the face of adversity. Life inevitably presents setbacks, failures, and disappointments, yet cultivating a monk-like mindset enables individuals to respond with composure and adaptability. Globally, leaders and change-makers like Jacinda Ardern during crises or entrepreneurs overcoming business failures demonstrate that resilience stems from internal alignment, purpose, and perspective. In the U.S., mental health advocates and social innovators emphasize proactive coping strategies, mindfulness, and reflection as keys to sustained resilience. On a personal level, viewing challenges as learning opportunities, practicing self-compassion, and maintaining perspective turns obstacles into growth. Philosophically, Shetty integrates the Stoic concept: the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The embedded lesson flows naturally. Adversity strengthens character when met with awareness, patience, and courage. Shetty then explores the principle of intentional legacy and long-term impact, urging readers to align daily choices with values, purpose, and contribution. Globally, transformative leaders, educators, and social innovators illustrate the power of living with long-term vision. Figures like Nelson Mandela, Malala Yousafzai, and Muhammad Yunus have shaped societies through consistent alignment of actions with core principles. In the U.S., social entrepreneurs, philanthropists, and thought leaders cultivate influence by designing initiatives that outlast personal presence. On a personal scale, focusing on meaningful contributions, mentoring others, and embodying values ensures that life impact extends beyond immediate success. Philosophically, Shetty channels Aristotle. The energy of the mind can be controlled and directed, and through this control, greatness is achieved. The lesson is clear. Living with intention, purpose, and foresight creates enduring influence and fulfillment. Shetty emphasizes integrating all monk principles into a modern life that balances inner peace with action, relationships, growth, and contribution. Shetty reinforces that monk-like living is not about isolation, but mindful engagement, navigating the complexities of modern society with clarity, integrity, and energy. Globally, leaders and innovators demonstrate that calm, purpose-aligned action transforms both individual outcomes and societal impact. In America, entrepreneurs, activists, and wellness advocates showcase how structured, mindful living amplifies productivity, influence, and well-being. Philosophically, this reflects the integration of Eastern and Stoic wisdom. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The embedded lesson flows naturally. The culmination of identity, mindfulness, purpose, discipline, relationships, and service creates a life of balance, fulfillment, and lasting impact. Having explored identity, mindfulness, emotional mastery, purpose, relationships, resilience, and legacy, Shetty concludes with the practical application of monk principles to daily modern life, emphasizing sustainability and depth. The ultimate message is that monk-like living is not an abstract ideal. It is a daily commitment to clarity, focus, service, and intentional action, seamlessly blending inner peace with external engagement. Globally, leaders such as Jacinda Ardern or Satya Nadella exemplify this integration, maintaining personal equilibrium while positively impacting millions. In America, creators, educators, and entrepreneurs like Oprah Winfrey demonstrate how daily practices of reflection, gratitude, and disciplined focus translate into lasting personal and societal influence. Philosophically, Shetty draws on Lao Tzu. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, reinforcing that transformation is a process cultivated one intentional choice at a time. The embedded lesson is clear. Sustained fulfillment emerges through consistent, conscious daily action. Shetty emphasizes morning rituals and intentional starts as a cornerstone for shaping energy, mindset, and productivity throughout the day. Monks historically begin their days with meditation, reflection, and purposeful activity. In modern life, structured mornings have similar effects. Globally, high achievers, from CEOs to athletes, attribute performance to morning routines. For instance, Ariana Huffington credits meditation and reflection for creative clarity, while Olympic champions use structured pre-training rituals for peak focus. In the U.S., Tim Ferriss and other productivity advocates highlight that starting the day intentionally reduces stress, enhances focus, and strengthens resilience. Philosophically, this aligns with the Stoic principle. Well-being is attained by focusing on what is in our control. The lesson is actionable. Begin each day with practices that center, focus, and energize the mind and body. Next, Shetty underscores the importance of journaling, reflection, and mental decluttering, turning thoughts and emotions into clarity and insight. Globally, practices like reflective writing in Japanese culture, contemplative journaling in India, and mindfulness-based cognitive approaches in the U.S. highlight the universal value of capturing and processing inner experiences. On a personal level, setting aside even 10 to 15 minutes to journal, reflect on intentions, or review actions promotes self-awareness, reduces mental noise, and strengthens alignment with values. Philosophically, Marcus Aurelius noted, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts," emphasizing that what we consistently focus on shapes our character and outcomes. The embedded lesson is evident. Structured reflection transforms mental clutter into clarity, insight, and intentional action.
Shetty also addresses energy management and the role of physical well-being in sustaining monk-like focus and purpose. He observes that mental and emotional alignment is amplified when paired with healthy habits, nutrition, exercise, sleep, and mindfulness practices. Globally, research supports this. High-performing individuals across fields prioritize physical vitality to maintain focus, creativity, and resilience. In the U.S., corporate wellness programs and performance coaching underscore the interplay between energy and achievement. Personally, adopting mindful eating, regular movement, and restorative sleep routines sustains energy for purpose-driven action. Philosophically, Hippocrates' insight resonates: a healthy mind in a healthy body, reinforcing the interconnectedness of physical and mental well-being. The lesson is actionable. Nurturing the body fuels the mind, amplifying clarity, focus, and resilience. Another critical practice Shetty highlights is the conscious curation of input, media, relationships, and environment. Just as monks limit stimuli to cultivate mental space, modern individuals must consciously select information, conversations, and surroundings to protect energy. Globally, minimalism, digital detoxes, and intentional community building emphasize the value of curating input for mental clarity.
In the US, professionals adopt strategies such as limiting social media, engaging in purposeful networking, and consuming enriching content to enhance focus and reduce stress. Philosophically, Shetty echoes the wisdom of Epictetus. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The embedded lesson is clear. Curate your environment and input to maximize mental and emotional energy. Shetty emphasizes daily acts of service, kindness, and contribution as both a practice and a mindset. Small, consistent contributions, helping a colleague, mentoring a student, or volunteering, create ripples of positivity that reinforce purpose and community connection. Globally, social entrepreneurs like Muhammad Yunus illustrate that service-oriented action transforms both personal fulfillment and societal outcomes. In America, initiatives like community mentorship programs, volunteering networks, and charitable foundations showcase the compound effect of sustained contribution. Philosophically, Confucius captured this. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves, reminding us that serving others strengthens personal growth and character. The lesson flows naturally. Contributing intentionally amplifies fulfillment, energy, and impact. Shetty concludes with the integration of all lessons into a lifelong framework, emphasizing that monk-like living is a continuous journey, not a destination. Globally, individuals who consistently practice reflection, mindfulness, purpose-driven action, emotional mastery, and service embody this philosophy. From Malala Yousafzai's advocacy to Satya Nadella's leadership. In the U.S., creators, innovators, and social leaders demonstrate that a balanced, disciplined, purpose-aligned life produces lasting influence, well-being, and resilience. On a personal level, combining mindfulness, emotional regulation, daily reflection, gratitude, physical care, and contribution cultivates sustained peace, clarity, and impact. Philosophically, Shetty weaves Eastern wisdom and Stoicism. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The embedded lesson is clear. Living intentionally, mindfully, and in alignment with values and purpose creates a life of fulfillment, resilience, and lasting influence. Finally, Shetty leaves readers with a call to action. Apply monk principles today, incrementally and with commitment. Every small decision, how you begin the day, manage thoughts, engage with others, or respond to challenges, shapes the trajectory of life. Globally, leaders, innovators, and change-makers demonstrate that lasting impact results from daily intentional practices. In America, productivity experts, philanthropists, and wellness advocates echo the same principle. Consistency, alignment, and mindfulness compound over time. Philosophically, Shetty reinforces Lao Tzu's truth. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner. The lesson is actionable. Take incremental, conscious steps toward clarity, purpose, and peace. These small acts accumulate into a life of extraordinary fulfillment.